Hi guys, Willie Bullman here. Well, I'm heading to Hanger Clinic. That's where they do the orthotics for my leg, my prosthesis. So I'm gonna have my wife record as much as possible and see what's going on today. Hang on.
Wear this 24/7. That's a compression sock.
Okay.
It's got a 20 millimeters of mercury compression on it. That will help with the...
I haven't had any edema though.
Okay.
You know,
But
to be
we
quite
don't-
honest with you.
When we make the socket's a solid shape. And it's going to be your anatomical shape. So we can't afford you to do this.
Yeah, oh, I
Because you
understand
can't
it.
get into it. So this will help. This will just make sure that it's just kind of plateaus.
Okay.
I anticipate you getting smaller. I can fix smaller, or I can adjust smaller. I can't really adjust bigger.
Sure, I understand that.
And then what I want to do is put my schedule, and I want to get you
That
in.
is tight. Okay, so I don't need to wear the ace bandages anymore.
No.
Then.
If
And
you
how
want
high
to
do you
take
want
this
me to
off
take
to
it off?
wash it,
Mhm.
then you go ahead and wrap the ace on it.
Okay, how high do you want me? Like right
Just
there?
about like that. I like this nice and smooth like that. I don't want any
Ridges.
pockets.
Okay.
You know, I mean, so this, see, it just continues shaping it. That invaginated tissue that'll probably be there for a while. That's just the way it heals.
That means the line basically where the scar was. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so,
The way it indent rolled.
yeah,
over,
kind of
basically.
it comes in, instead of being smooth all the way around, you know, that
Yeah, that
it-
ridge
yeah.
right there.
that hurt?
Nope.
Good.
No, he gave me plenty of fatty tissue in the front. My podiatrist checked it out, and the only place it smarts is right here on the right side where the drainage tube was. That's the only part where it's kind of tender, you know. But besides that, everything else is fine. I have no pain. I could literally put all my body weight on it, and not a problem.
So next week, both Tuesday and Friday, I'm full. Oops, let me back up. So I want to get, I'm going to order your liner today. I think we're ready to start. Since you've been wearing that and this, I'm not anticipating a huge volume fluctuation or volume change. I'm going to record your measurement.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to take 2 more measurements and put them in there too. And I'm planning on ordering your liner. So the appointment that I'm going to schedule on the 5th. And then unfortunately it'll have to be 4 o'clock. Or we're going to do Friday the 8th at 1 o'clock.
4 o'clock's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm planning on casting you on that appointment.
okay. Let me
get my little sticky.
For my amputation, I was watching all these videos of people going through their surgery and what happened, the steps they went through and everything. That's why it helped me quite a bit of knowing, make sure I kept the ace bandage on, you know, they kept it all wrapped up right.
Yeah, and you're wrapping up above the knee, so that's
Yep.
important. So anybody that's listening to this as a medical professional, a lot of time nurses and doctors only wrap. Well, doctors know to go above here, but a lot of time nurses in the hospitals and the skilled nursing or rehab facilities, they only wrap up to here.
Yeah, that's all they ever
And
did.
it acts as a tourniquet.
Yeah, that's what
So
you
you
said
need
last
to-
time. So that's why I did the double eight bandages. And,
Double in, you need to come up above the knee. So I'm happy when I see that.
yes, sir.
All right, so I have you scheduled for the 5th. I'm gonna order your liner.
So what
That time-
happens there when you order the liner? What, you just can take a mold of the leg, basically?
Yeah, so the liners are typically 6 millimeters thickness. I'm gonna use a silicone type liner based on your activity level. I think you're gonna be a little bit more durable. It's still soft like a gel, but the gel liners have a tendency to smush out a little bit too much. Silicones are a little bit more durable, but it's still squishy like a gel.
Now, will it be at first when I get my leg? Will it be the pin type at first?
That's what I'm gonna do first.
Okay, because that's what the gentleman said when he replaced this. He's saying that I should do a pin type at first, and then after we get going a little while, then we can possibly switch over to the other style where it's held on with just
Vacuum or suction, yeah.
the suction.
Because we're always anticipating some atrophying. So if you try to do a suction socket initially, you may only have appropriate suction, or if you do a vacuum style socket, you may only have an appropriate suction for 2, 3, 4 weeks possibly. And then you've got potentially 3, 4, 5 months of trying to do socket modifications, adding socks, adding pads, all this other stuff. So I prefer to do locking mechanisms because you can always put a stump sock over the liner to accommodate for the volume change.
Sure, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So if with the pin type, I can run socks. I would have to run socks over in case I
Yeah, they got
shrink
socks
or
with holes on the
swell.
bottom.
Yeah, the hole in the
So
bottom.
it just goes over the liner with the pin and yeah.
Okay.
And you may decide at one time the suction sockets, suction versus pin. There's pros and cons on both systems. Vacuum sockets is probably the best suspension, but it's a little bit more specific steps you have to do with the vacuum system. And it's a little bit of a Barbie doll system because of the suspension sleeve. The suspension is what creates the vacuum or makes sure the vacuum doesn't leak out. And if you get a little pinhole in that sleeve, and it's just like a neoprene sleeve, or a gel sleeve, the vacuum will always be working and not able to get a seal because you have a hole. So I do vacuum sockets. When they work, they're great. They're fabulous. But you get a little hole in that sleeve,
And you're done.
then you no longer a true vacuum socket. It kind of flips to a pseudo suction socket.
So now with the pin type, will I still have the rubber sleeve that goes over and all the way up? It goes all up to your groin basically, doesn't it?
Well, they're universal length. Let's just say 16 to 18 inches long. So your limb length is going to dictate how high this goes up.
Okay.
So if you have 16 inches and this is the end of your limb, then the liner may end up here. If you got a bit of a shorter limb, then the liner may come up here.
Okay.
We can always trim those liners. I prefer not to. For locking liners, I want the liners as long as possible because that's just your suspension. So the pin engages in the lock inside the socket, the limb inside the liner, and that means in order for, very rarely have I seen the liner pull out of a locking mechanism unless you accidentally hit the button.
So that's a locking mechanism down here.
So this screws into the bottom of the pin or bottom of the liner. And then that little hole down there with that black thing,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually put it in here and it quits auditory feedback. So after 3 clicks, technically it's on. And when you stand up,
It'll do the rest.
it goes all the way down.
Now,
And
this is the liner basically?
No,
No?
this is just a flexible liner. This is part of the socket.
Oh, okay,
So these are
okay.
2 different things.
Okay. So there's gonna be a liner and then I'll have this whole assembly
Yeah,
and
so
that'll
this-
lock into it.
This would screw into the bottom of the liner,
Mhm.
and then this is actually a left. So you kind of walk. Actually, that's a right.
That's right, yeah. That's right.
No wonder they make
Oh,
the
it's a
legs.
right foot on a left socket. That's why it's my sample.
Ah, that's funny.
No wonder they say it makes your legs sweat so much.
Yeah, because I've seen some people saying that, it sweats tremendously. I'm always having to change my socks and everything.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
so-
And some people say they don't sweat at all.
Yeah. So do you perspire a lot to begin with?
I used to, but not lately.
Okay.
Since I had my gastric bypass, no.
Okay. Couple things. One thing that's advantage for you is obviously getting into fall and winter, so it's not so warm. The gel liners it's a closed system, so you don't get any air in there. That's where that's why it can get hot and some of the perspiration can happen because it's not breathing.
Sure.
If the liners are too loose, the air actually causes excessive perspiration. So the liners need to be snug. And after wearing the liner, and this area isn't breathing, the rest of your body, kind of trains itself to not, hopefully not perspire as much here, but other places.
Oh, okay.
So we get started. Let's say this is delivered in between Thanksgiving and Christmas time is our time frame. You'll have obviously all winter and spring. When it gets warm, we'll find out then what's going to go happen sweat-wise. I have a handful of patients that they're fine all year, but July, August, and September are brutal months.
Sure. That's when you're changing socks all the time.
Change sweating, and sometimes you get a little bit of, because the sweating inside acts as a lubricant, you start pisting a little bit more in there, and you get potential ingrown hair follicles, infections. But if you clean your skin, if it's sweaty, you take the liner off, wipe your limb down, wipe the liner off, put it back on. Some patients have to do that a couple times a day. That's extreme.
Now, is it true you get 2 liners? Okay, so you can rotate them out. And it comes with that little stand to help dry them out and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So you're not shocked. There's a little stand I put my liner on after I clean it to help dry it out.
Not all liners come with a stand, so.
Well, if I gotta buy one, I buy one.
Well, the liner I'm gonna use on you, it's an Ohio Willowwood liner, so it has a stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, great.
So yeah, this is
Now this is counted as a shrinker, basically.
a shrinker.
Okay, I didn't know if this was, because it just feels like a normal sock, except for up here it's really tight up here.
Yeah, and this because of the grippy. It's got the silicone bead so it stays up.
Okay.
So 24/7 when you're sleeping, take it off the shower and bathe. That's healed. So if you want to do a normal shower and bathe, that's fine.
Yeah. Dr. Dow said go ahead and wash it, and so that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, it's closed up so nothing bad can get in.
So now there's no wrong way of putting it. Looks like, see where it says hanger. It doesn't have to have the line going across this way, because I saw the stitch.
No, I'm a little bit OCD, so I like to see the smiley face this way.
Okay, I'll do it next time.
But it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is I don't want any pouches or pockets.
Sure.
So however you put this on, that's fine. Now when we put the liner on, it will have to be put on one way. And we'll discuss that next time.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Alrighty, so
You just want to take some more measurements, you're saying?
yeah, I got sidetracked.
Sorry.
Then you need 15 1/4, 14 3/4.
And that's just looking for edema?
Yeah, so when you come in next week before I cast, I'm gonna compare the measurement. So if your measurements are same or similar to that, then I'm good to go. If you get bigger, then we need to find out why.
Okay.
But if you're not having swelling issues,
No, I haven't.
Or if you're not noticing any swelling issues, then I'm not anticipating any issues. Usually what I do is, since this is your first time wearing the shrinker, I'll wait till the next appointment before I order the liner. But since you've been wearing yours, wrapping it with the ACE wrap, keeping it tight, and you're not noticing a lot of volume fluctuation.
Yeah, that's been from day one. I've been with an ACE wrap, and even the nurses looked at it saying they surprised that there wasn't edema, you know? Because, I mean, even with it off, without the ACE bandage on, the only time I see it maybe looks bigger is because of the skin right here. When I lay it down on something,
Yeah,
but besides that, and when you lay it flat on a pillow, when I have it up, it looks like it's bigger, but it's really not. So that's why I called your receptionist when you were on vacation saying, does he want it wrapped or not? So
yeah, so,
I had it wrapped anyways, and she called me saying yes. So
yeah,
I figured you'd want to see it
from
wrapped.
this.
Yeah, I figured you'd want to see it wrapped.
The less of this you do, the better that fits. The better that fits, the longer it fits, the better it is for you too.
Now, is it common where you can wear them like and
Depending upon what the reason for the pain is. I don't know, it could be, if it's a socket issue, it could be anatomical, dealing with excessive phantom pain.
Oh, I get that. I get phantom pain at night mainly.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really comment on the wearing only 3 hours. You know, it could be the overall health limits them to wearing 3 hours. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, after I do get the leg, I'll go to PT again, basically, or will I do it here? No.
You go out.
Yeah, Sean was mentioning somewhere. I got to find out where he wanted me to go.
Yeah, just the biggest thing is to make sure your insurance covers it. So you probably need to get a referral from your doctor.
Oh, of course.
And then whether you go out, whether it's outpatient service or someone comes to your home, that's going to be dependent on your insurance. When you get the prosthesis, I will have you stand up and walk in the bars. I'll tell you a few things, but I'm really not a physical therapist.
Sure.
Not
No,
my-
I understand.
Yeah, that's not my job, but I'm not going to just put it on you and kick you out.
Sure.
So we'll get you up and walking. I'll tell you some do's and don'ts, habits I don't want you to develop. The benefit of having the mirrors, which will come down in a few weeks. You know why we have those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking roughly 2 to 3 weeks, or maybe mid-December possibly.
Yeah, and then the main reason why is the 15th. I'm out of town until the 15, 22, 24, till the 25th. So Thanksgiving. So my plan is, if everything goes well, I can cast you on the 5th. So I'm going to schedule the appointment on the 12th also now. So this plan will go, do you want 1, 2, or 4?
Let's do 4. Can I have the phone, please? Hi, everyone. Well, this is going to be the end of the video, and sorry my wife stopped recording, but that's okay. The way it sounds, good news, the way it sounds, if everything goes good with the shrinker on my leg, he is going to cast me for my socket on the 5th, and I believe on the 12th, I go back again, and I might have a leg. Might. If not, I'll have it after Thanksgiving. I'll have my leg. So, good news. So, thanks for watching this extremely long video, but I wanted everyone to know what I'm going through, what steps I have to go through to get my prosthetic. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm mainly a shooting and reloading channel, but as you can tell, I'm a BK, a below the knee amputee on the right side, so that's my life. Thanks, guys.